Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This week we've got week 4 of the VDL and our opponent is none other than a very good friend of mine, Mr. Aaron T. Marshall. I've played him in more draft league matches than any other coaches. I think him and Matrix are the two people I've played most. Having played him so much, I know his playstyle quite well. And he's recently picked up a very scary rain team, which he always beats me with mostly, pretty much. He in his team, he's got Politoad as his rain setter. Usually he carries Pelipper, so which actually benefits me because I've got Rillaboom in my team. Which doesn't fear Politoad at all, so it could deter his rain. His Swift Swimmer is Poliwrath. He's also got the Thunderous, which I know he can play very well. It's one that's always caused me hassle because I don't know whether he will bring a Defiant or Prankster. And to round it out, he's also got a Registeel, which in the rain just doesn't die because its only weakness is essentially fighting and ground. So yeah, it's going to be a tough week this week. Okay, into game 1 we go. I was pretty nervous about this game. Aaron's got a really strong record against me, so I know I've got to be at my very best to actually beat this guy. So game 1, he leads his Dracloak and Thunderous. Still don't know whether that Thunderous is going to be Prankster or Defiant, so I don't want to find out either way too early. We'll find out if he maxes it basically. So I'm going for Max Airstream into the Dracloak and then a Dragon Claw into the Dracloak. I want Dracloak out of the way early just so it stops setting up any like screens or anything of that nature, or burning me, anything to weaken my output, because I don't have any normal ways of boosting my damage. So if my team starts getting weak and they're not dealing as much damage, I would really get put on the back foot quite hard. So yeah, we max Talonflame. Reason I doubled into the Dracloak is just in case Talonflame doesn't take it out and it might be sashed. It's probably not either Eviolite because he's got 3 Eviolite users this game, and most likely it's going to be Porygon because it's going to need Trick Room setup. It's his best Trick Room setter actually, his only one. He's also got Uxie. And yeah, so he Dynamaxes Thunderous, telling me that Talonflame is faster than Thunderous, which I knew because Talonflame was EV to outspeed all of his mons. So Max Airstream goes off into Dracloak, takes that out. And the speed boost makes Haxorus faster than the Thunderous. And that is a lot of damage from a neutral attack. So the what's it called move, the rivalry coming in really flushing this match. If I was carrying a Life Orb or something, it'd be a 2-kick KO, but I was carrying a Lumberry because I didn't know if he wanted to burn Haxorus or paralyze it or put it to sleep. It could be a whole range of moves with Aaron, so I wanted to make sure that with the Lumberry I could keep going for longer, essentially. Yep, he traces my rivalry, sees I've got rivalry, and then that probably explains to him why Dragon Claw done so much damage. With Porygon out, I believe he's probably going for Trick Room. So I'm not going to risk going for another Airstream. Just want to do some damage, so we go for the Flare. Does an okay amount. Admittedly, if I went with close combat, I probably would have taken it out. We lose Talonflame to the Max Lightning. And we've gone for a Rock Slide here, hoping for a flinch. Unfortunately, we don't get the flinch, but Thunderous is in really low range now. But he sets up the Trick Room, which actually benefits me just as much as it benefits him, because Spiritomb is going to be the slowest thing on the field. So Spiritomb comes out. We Nightshade the Thunderous just to get that down and out of the way. And we just looking for damage onto Porygon. So we're carrying close combat just to boost that damage. Yeah, so I'm not really worried about Thunderous at all at the moment. The only way it survives is if it's got Max Guard. Which, if it didn't use it. So, down goes Fundy. Porygon goes for a cover, gets most of its health back. We're now 3v2. Close combat does quite a lot of damage. But Haxorus is now going to be the fastest thing on the field in Trick Room, because it's the only thing left with a +1 speed. So out comes Sneasel. A Will-O-Wisp the Sneasel just for damage. Do I Will-O-Wisp? Will-O-Wisp for Sneasel for damage and protect Haxorus. And just to stall out Trick Room. Goes for a cover on Porygon. Triple Axle into protecting Haxorus. So this turn I end up revealing I've got Ally Switch and go for a close combat into Sneasel to take that out, and then it'll be everything versus Porygon. So we put off an Ally Switch, reveals to Aaron that I have got Ally Switch. He gets a Foul Play and a Payback into Haxorus, basically takes it out. If he didn't get the crit, I don't know if I would have survived. Well, I probably would have because the Sneasel's burnt. But it's just what it is. Get those crits sometimes. So now we're here. Now we've got Porygon versus Porygon Z and Spiritomb versus Sneasel and Porygon. Taunt the Porygon, so you can't set up a Trick Room after this turn. Also stops the Eerie Impulse, which would have been really bad because Spiritomb can't hit Porygon. So Porygon Z has to survive. It has to have big damage. Sneasel goes down, never survived the incoming Hyper Beam. Twisted Dimensions turn to normal. Now that Porygon can do is attack because it's been taunted. So yeah, we're just gonna get some pain onto it a little bit. Sure. That's going to reduce the amount of damage you can do with foul play as well. So we're going to go for Dark Pulse just in case Hyper Beam won't take it out at this point. Just a nice switch, I guess. It's the only move I can really use. Dark Pulse, a little bit of damage, but that should bring it well within Hyper Beam range. Okay, damage from foul play is almost completely healed up for the leftovers. Taunt again and a Hyper Beam. And down Porygon goes, so we win that game 2-0. GG's to Aaron in that first one. It was tougher than it looked. Yeah, because if it came down to Porygon versus Spiritomb, if I managed to lose Porygon Z, it would have been a very different battle. So into game 3-2 we go. Okay, so start of game 2, 1-0 up, but it's all down to how Aaron adapts. I'm pretty much keeping the same team I had before. It works. Rillaboom I'm not bringing because he hasn't got an actual rain mode. And Alakazam I don't need to really speed swap anything, so we're looking okay. So this lead he's got out pretty much can guarantee him Trick Room unless I get a flinch, so that's what I go for. It's the dual wing beat and the rock slide. So he's Dynamaxing Mewtwo. I didn't Dynamax either of my mons because I need to get the flinch, and if I don't get the flinch, speed boosts aren't going to help me. Rock Slide. Uxie reveals it's got max Starfall, which is concerning because it means I can't bring Spiritomb out while it's still around and hitting. Otherwise, Spiritomb is going down. I get the flinch. I got really lucky and got the flinch. So this is another game where I'm going to be maxing BZ. I think I've maxed PZ in every game I've been in. Don't think I've lost a game where I've maxed PZ. So let's hope that streak continues. Goes back Porygon. We go for the max on PV. What we done is we went for a feint just in case he tried protecting Porygon, and a max strike into Porygon. If we want that out, we'll take that out. We haven't got any ways of setting up Trick Room because it looks like that Uxie is an offensive one. Think a reveal thing, not the end of the world. And we hit the Registeel kite. For a resistor move, we hit it quite hard. Goes for max Mind Storm, so it's Psychic Terrain. Talonflame doesn't go down because again I'm carrying a slightly bulky version of Talonflame. So we're just going to Flare Blitz and max Darkness into Registeel. I'm pretty sure I'm calling either a switch here or the Registeel goes down. We go for max Darkness because we need to lower Uxie's special defense, so Porygon is going to be able to take it out at a later point. We're in a 4-group at the moment. Yeah, P switches out, sends out his Porygon. I'm guessing it's just to sack it because I'm not sure why, but that must be the reason, just to get rid of it. Flare Blitz, bang, decent damage. I get hit by the recoil, and then Max Darkness takes it out. Don't have to worry about Porygon going to lower stats on BV now. Starfall takes out Talonflame, also sets up the Misty Terrain, meaning I can't burn stuff on his side, which would be quite crucial. So now we've got Spiritomb and PZ versus Uxie, Registeel, and whatever mon he's got in the back, which if I were to guess it would have been Thunderous, because otherwise he's got a Sneasel and a Dracloak in the back, neither are really putting on any offensive pressure. So we go for the Will-O-Wisp into the Registeel to lower its output, and then we also go for the Max Lightning so we can actually burn it, because I need to get rid of the Misty Terrain, otherwise I can't burn it. Uxie protects, which is fine by me. I'm not attacking it at the moment anyway. Max Lightning wasn't going to do much damage, but it's got rid of that terrain, so I'm able to burn it. I'm defense boosting its defense. I burn it, lowering its attack output, so even its body presses damage is halved. What's really needed. BZ shrinks back down. BZ's the fastest thing on the field at the moment. So we're going to double into the Uzi to try and take it out. Hyper Beam will take it out in one hit, but I'm hoping that Spiritomb is going to be faster than Uzi at -1. Did we go? No. We go straight for the Hyper Beam just to take it out. So Hyper Beam hits it quite hard, takes it out, which is good. And then his last one just got Registeel, which is still boosting its defense. Just so those body presses are going to do bigger damage to BZ. Nightshade really hurts it. BZ's now literally a Acidic Duck. That's on full health. I'm also carrying the Choppleberry, so his defense boosts aren't going to be as helpful unless he doubles into BZ, which again could be a risk because he knows I've got Ally Switch. So I make the call here of not going for Ally Switch and going for a Nightshade, assuming that he's seen the Ally Switch, so he might calling the Ally Switch. It all becomes a flip of a coin now. Wild Charge, big damage, and it's a crit. If he didn't crit, Peasy would have survived this turn because of the Choppleberry and the burn. But is what it is, so it's now down to Spiritomb to pull off Cynthia and just take out 2 mons for me. So you get burn, which is great because Thunderous is going to do less damage now. So now, and luckily I can hit both these mons with Nightshade, so now it's just a case of can Spiritomb survive long enough to take out both these mons with Nightshade. So, Wild Charge does 30 damage, so we're good. Iron Head flinched me, so change of plan. Instead of hitting the Thunderous, we now just got to make sure we take out the Registeel. Total damage lost that turn is 38 in total. So yeah, our target is to get rid of the Registeel because it's the only thing that can flinch us. And because Thunderous is off the ground, it doesn't gain any benefits from using Wild Charge in the electric terrain, which is really beneficial for me, because if it did, I'd be in a lot more trouble. Wild Charge. 39 that time. Iron Head, if he flinched me this turn, it probably would have ended. Yeah, still goes down. And now, bar stray crits, I don't think there's any way that Thunderous is going to be able to beat me on a one-on-one. Yeah, say he's doing 40 damage, a crit will do 60 damage, so a crit could be costly. Yeah, it's all that passive damage is building up on me as well. Burn, the recoil, me getting health back through lefties. One more Nightshade. Again, crit would end it for him. Doesn't get it. It goes down. GG's Aaron. Very tough game there. In the end, Spiritomb actually pulled its weight this week. Was a great bring, really happy, and glad I finally beat Aaron. So I will see you next week, guys.